So we're at Poe Classical Elementary School in the city of Chicago, an exemplary school in Chicago. It ranks in the top 10% of the state. We came in this morning to recognize the school for their exemplary performance. And of course, we had to pause and recognize one of our exemplary educators, Comfort Agboola, as well, with the 2024 Milken Award. So we're quite excited not only for the school for their exemplary status, but the teacher for making such a difference and being recognized by the Milken Foundation. So it is time that we uplift the education profession. If you remember, in the midst of COVID, like a few weeks into COVID, suddenly teachers started getting signs put in their front yards celebrating them as teachers, as heroes. And then a few months later, they were doing the same thing for nurses as well and doctors. A few months later, the signs for the teachers went down, but the signs for doctors and nurses continue to be up. We've got to uplift the teaching profession and recognize it as its true place as one of the greatest professions in the world. There is no other place where you can make a difference in the life of kids and future generations like you can in a classroom. It's a great place. It's a great job to have where you can make a difference. So that's why we need more celebrations like this. We should be doing this every day across districts everywhere. So we've been working, we also have a Teacher of the Year program in Illinois, which is also really robust and a wonderful event. So I've been putting together a cohort of teacher leaders that provide advice to me on a regular basis. And we're talking about building out a professional learning series using our best teachers, using our Teachers of the Year, using the Milken Foundation winners, and that way they can continue to contribute outside of their classrooms by uplifting teachers across the state. So I'm the son of two educators. My father was a math teacher. My mom was an elementary music teacher. And despite coming up in a white middle-class family, I couldn't read. So in fourth grade, I started getting a lot of interventions, and luckily, because of my privilege, I was able to get services that probably other students might not have gotten, and I was able to make gains and suddenly at least get caught up. But it wasn't until high school where I had a teacher, Mark Middlestat, who gave me such a love for reading. He would just give me book after book that would pique my interest. He knew that the ones that would just touch my heart. And I started reading nonstop, and then eventually, as you can see, I became the state superintendent. But as a kid, who knew that I would end up as a state superintendent, any job, to be honest with you. So I can't just credit Mark Middlestat, but really he's the one teacher that saw something in me and gave me the first books that really made me want to become a strong reader. Again, we need to continue to uplift teachers. I'm so appreciative of the Milken Foundation for making this their priority and recognizing teachers, not just in Illinois, but across the country.